he mic'd up.
Hello everyone and welcome inside Buck Hardy Field. We're inside the Shark Tank, and instead of the Shark Tank you watch on ABC, we've got some baseball for you this evening. It is your Edenton Steamers taking on the Wilmington Sharks. 3.5 hours from home, a little one-game road trip before the day off tomorrow for the 4th of July. And I'm Ray Dunn, joined by Adam Fine. It's going to be a great night of baseball. They've got us out in center field. We want to remind you that when we go on the road to play Coastal Plain League teams, that is audio only due to media rights deals within the Coastal Plain League. So you'll not be able to watch the game. You can go to Flow Baseball to catch that, and you will need a subscription to watch the game. But if you just want to hear the sounds of our voices today, you're more than welcome to stick around and hang out with us. Adam, how are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing well. I like this view. Dead center view. It's a little unorthodox, but I can roll with it.
Yes, we are right at straightaway center. There is no further dead center than what we are experiencing right now. I've got a glove out here just in case. If we do make a catch, I'm sure I'll probably retire and you'll have to take the rest of the broadcast because
that's fine with me, Ray.
It won't get much better than that. We got a center fielder in center field. Happy to have you, Adam. Again, I'm Ray Dunn. We got a good night of baseball as the Steamers try to get their 10th win of the season. Brian Hama, the third baseman, leading off. He'll be followed by Hunter Cole, Anthony Stalin, Ian Jenkins, Josh Pernetti, Jackson Hipp, Casey Hare, Jacob Bishrot, and Ryan Kay. The first pitch is cut on and missed. The left-hander for the Sharks, Bryce King from UNC Greensboro, comes into this game with 5 innings pitched and a 16.20 ERA. Tom will foul the second one back on the first base side and out of play.
This is Hama's last game with the team for a brief stint, so he is swinging out of his shoes tonight trying to make something happen.
He drilled a ball in warm-ups as the 0-2 misses 1-2. Drilled a ball to left center, and I looked up to see who was that. It was Brian Hama. I was, wow.
No, Ray, I did the exact same thing. I was standing with Edenton and Case Kermode during BP, and we were like, hold up a second. I've never seen Hama do this. And this is a bigger ballpark than Historic Hicks Field.
Yes, as Hama takes the 1-2 and fouls it towards the ticket booth, bouncing once and over the ticket booth. A couple of unsuspecting people, a little startled, but no harm, no foul. 1-2 still to Hama. As King winds, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There is one away. Hama went chasing a bit outside, and is set down. Hunter Cole coming to bat, the right fielder. I feel like has been the storyline for us over the past week. Leading the team home runs with 4, RBIs with 12. Slugging percentage, 636. He has been surpassed in the on-base percentage realm. This one misses. 1-0 as Joe Haney. Yeah.
The story of summer, we always thought was going to be Hunter Cole and Anthony Stalin, the 2-3 punch in the order. But we got some new guys kind of creeping up to the top and making a name for themselves. Joe Haney, big night last night, 3 hits. Kind of got overshadowed by the big fly from Jacob Mustang and Casey Hare, but he's making a name for himself slowly but surely. The freshman from Davidson, he's got some pop too.
Cole foul one down the right field line. Now the 1-1 is up and in, 2-1. And you mentioned people went under the radar. I did want to give a shout out to Blake Gibson, who had 2 scoreless innings last night, lowering his ERA to a 1.93 ERA as Cole popping one foul towards the blow-up tent on the third base side behind the Sharks dugout. Even the count up at 2.
I like the Shark Tank so far. Some cool stuff to do, you know, keeps the fans engaged.
Kings 2-2. Upstairs 3-2, and you're right. I've really enjoyed seeing these different stadiums, getting the feel of them. I really liked when we pulled in, just looking at it and getting started. So 3-2 is grounded foul, first base side.
A lot of foul territory tonight here too. Unfortunately, we have Jackson Hipp in center, so we won't see any sliding catches down the line. Hopefully, maybe sliding into the gaps But we'll get to hang out with Jackson Hip a lot tonight. He'll be out in center right next to us.
I imagine he's going to give us a wave at least, and say hello at one point. Hopefully he'll be able to catch that over the broadcast.
I'll tell you what, Ray, if he doesn't give us any type of love, it's going to be a long car ride back for him.
Oh, absolutely. Another 3-2 to Cole. He skies this one to right center field. Right fielder making a trek back and making the catch. Just a few steps from the warning track. There are 2 away. Good piece of contact for Cole. Probably would have been out at historic Hicks, but a long fly ball.
Yeah, Hunter Cole really got a hold of that. Center fielder and right fielder both meeting each other. Right fielder called him off, but it was almost placed perfectly in the gap. Really close to the wall. Got some loud contact there.
That was some loud contact. And I wish you all could see what we're seeing right in front of us right now. Brett Carson, the center fielder for the Sharks, donning a cowboy hat while playing center field. It didn't come off while he was running. I thought for sure that was going to happen. But that's a well-fitting hat. Looks good.
It's got to be pretty tight on him or something, because I am very surprised that did not come off. Had a pretty long run to that last ball.
First pitch, Anthony Stalin misses. The second one is skied into right center once again. The cowboy hat falling off. The catch is made by Carson. He'll go retrieve that white cowboy hat from the grass. 3 up, 3 down for King in the top half of the first. We head to the bottom half here at the Shark Tank as Wilmington is coming to bat here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Shark Tank. We are live from center field here at Buck Hardy Field. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn, as the Steamers went 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the first inning. Daniel Willey, the right-hander from Montreat College, getting the start today for the Steamers. 4th start of the summer. He's gone 15 innings so far, and he's been very consistent in those starts. Right now, an ERA of .360. Struck out 20 batters in those 15 innings. And when you get a right-hander like Daniel Willey on the mound, Adam, what are you expecting from him tonight?
Well, he's got to have a strong first inning. Willey really settles down really well. Once he gets going, he's really, really effective. But that first inning has always been a little shaky for him. So if he can avoid damage in the first inning, he's going to have a fantastic night.
Brett Carson, the center fielder, will be the first to face him. One's in there for a strike. 0-1. This Carson went from the cowboy hat wearing center fielder to the leadoff batter. Matter of moments. And in a matter of moments, he's down 0-2.
Daniel Willey likes to really work quick. Gets the ball back from the catcher Bisharat, and he's right back on the mound.
0-2. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's one away. He's just pounding the zone against him.
Yeah, it's pretty efficient if you ask me, Ray.
I'll take more of those, absolutely, as Norman Kelly, the left fielder, coming to bat. So, gonna look at one of the other outfielders on this team. Kelly with a .083 batting average coming into this game in Coastal Plain League play. This guy's the first one foul. This one first base side and just over the concession stand. Willie looking in now, winds, kicks. His 0-1 is cut on and missed.
Strong front door curveball there by Willie. And there he is, right back on the mound again. I tell you what, Ray, if I was in the box and Willie's on the mound, super quick like that, had really good pace, and staring at me like he's staring at Kelly right now, I'd be a little nervous.
He
Maybe
did
not
have
completely nervous.
Yeah, he's got an intensity to him on game days. He's one of my favorites to talk to on non-game days, but on game days, I'm kind of scared of him.
Yeah, he's got a little two different personalities, but that's not a knock on him. That's literally every pitcher.
That's pitcher. 1-2. Breaking ball in there, called third strike, 2 away.
Designated hitter from the College of Charleston, number 15, Donald Hanson.
And 2 away for Donald Hansis, the designated hitter. Hansis hitting .259, pair of RBIs thus far this summer in Coastal Plain League play. Willie's first pitch to him. Swung on a miss.
He's hunting that high fastball. He's looking to put a dent somewhere in the Shark Tank. Hip shaded a tad to his right, our left, your right if you're watching from home plate view. It's a little confusing, our right from left here.
Yes, it was pointed out to us before the game, and now I'm just consistently looking at my hands trying to figure out how this all works out. At some point we'll get it, I'm sure. Willie with a 1-1 offering. Catches zone 1 and 2. And the Sharks faithful will have none of it.
Not too pleased about that one. Willie's been pretty dominant so far.
Family Guy sound of the sound system as the 1-2 is driven deep to right field. Cole going back to the wall, and this one is gone. A solo home run for Hansis gives the Sharks a 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Wow, I mean, a great swing. Tough pitch there by Willie on an 0-2 count. He wants to bury something in the dirt. Missed by a lot, but he left that. That had too much plate there, and Hansen knew what to do with it.
Yes, he certainly did.
Barely got out, too. That was a wall scraper, if you ask me.
Yes, it was. And Cole and Hip both running from right and center respectively towards the warning track. I think they thought they had a real play on that one, because that was hit well, but certainly not way out by any means. And someone you're familiar with coming to bat.
I was about to say a familiar foe in the 4-hole tonight. Alan Alonso, a steamer, former steamer from last year. Quite the player, quite the season last year. Hitting the high threes, if I am not mistaken.
Swung through the first pitch, fouls off the second pitch. Just went down the first base line, just missing a car, and then bouncing over that car and missing another car. So good work on his part, placement of that foul ball.
Alonso, a big personality, big swing, big pop.
2 to a missing. 1 and 2.
Jackson Hip was a little confused. I think he thought that was down the middle.
And the 1-2 from Willie. It's low, 2 and 2.
That's the nice thing about center field, Ray. You feel like you're the second umpire out there. And you can talk about all you want, voice your displeasure, because he can't quite hear you. So you can be as loud as you want, you know, show as much emotion, and no one's going to get on you for it.
Alonso swings through that one and is struck out. Willie gets out of this one, but the Sharks hop on top first. A solo home run from Hansis gives them a 1-0 lead, and you're absolutely right, Adam. I did feel a little uncomfortable behind the plate against the fungo. So we'll get to voice our opinions on the umps. We'll get to talk about it a lot more when we come back with the second inning here from Buck Hardy Field on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Buck Hardy Field. The Sharks out to a 1-0 lead over the Steamers. It's a solo home run in that first inning from Donald Hansis, the designated hitter, DH, the DH. Just putting one over the right field fence.
Well, that's his initials too, so I guess it fits him pretty well.
Yeah, no. I'd love to think that had something to play into where he played, but I know it didn't. Ian Jenkins, designated hitter for the Steamers, fouls first pitch off back.
Jenkins put on a display of power. I mean, as he should,
Right.
as we're used to in BP today. Hit some absolute moonshots to pull side.
The one is in there, 0-2. And it was crazy today. I'm walking around the ballpark, getting work done early in the morning, as we do. Well, early is a relative term for all of us college kids. It's early because there was a game the night before. The 0-2, Jenkins high and outside, 1-2.
On summer ball time, 10 o'clock, early.
Right. Yeah. So it was about 11, and so it's about an hour and a half before the bus gets there. And I walk outside and I hear someone hit off a tee out in the cages. And lo and behold, it's Ian Jenkins. He swings and misses the 1-2. He is struck out, one away. So he's working out there 11, and then the bus stops. He goes and gets his food, and as the bus is stopped out on the side of the parking lot, the Walmart, he's taking cuts, he's taking swings. I mean, it's not a hyperbole when we tell you how hard Ian Jenkins works and how dedicated he is to this game.
Yeah, some guys are just built different. It's just part of who they are, and Ian Jenkins is definitely one of those people. He's been injured a lot in his life, and he told me when I had my injury that hard work is what got him through it, and that's how he always keeps driving. And I mean, you can't recover from the type of injuries that he's recovered from without hard work.
Two similar pitches to Josh Pernet to start off his at-bat. 0-2 to him. So he cut through one and watched one go by.
Pernetti, another guy that could send a ball to pay a visit to me and Ray up here in the booth, our makeshift booth.
Yes, the 0-2 misses, 1-2. And Pernetti at first base. Excuse me, when I just see his name, I think catcher. First base tonight. Bisharat at catcher. The 1-2. This one ground up the middle. That's a base hit. The first hit for the Steamers, a one-out base runner. Pernetti pulls into first.
The Shark Tank isn't too happy already tonight. Couple strike calls that they did not agree with. Well, excuse me, ball calls that they disagreed with. And strike calls for Danley Willie. They're off to a hot start tonight, the Shark Tank.
Yes. Good crowd tonight. They're going to see some fireworks after the game. Maybe some fireworks during the game. Jackson Hipp, the center fielder, up to bat. And first one to him. Kicks away from the catcher, Pernetti. You're going to jog on down to second. That one goes up the third base side towards the low brick wall.
A pretty normal backstop, I'd say, here. Actually couldn't get any more normal than this, I'd say. A little different to when we were at Wake Forest, when if that thing kicked away, that you might be looking for 2 bags.
Right. I know you especially were probably eyeing up that backstop, just salivating.
Yeah, I got a little antsy, I'm not going to lie.
The 1-0 to Hipp. Cuts on and misses. 1-1.
If I'm Hipp here, I'm looking at anything backside. That pitch was outside. Took a hack at it. Didn't quite come up. But that's the approach he needs right here to move Pernetti to third base.
1-1. And Hipp cuts on and misses that one. 1-2. Hipp come into the game hitting .225 with 5 RBIs. .311 on base percentage. Had the night off last night. 1-2. This one also kicking away from the catcher. Pernetti jogging on into third.
Well, there you go. Now Hipp ultra protect mode. Anything close, you gotta just try and put it in play. I assume the Sharks will not be playing infield in, so anything goes for Hipp. Any type of contact should get Pernetti in. Gotta do a job.
Yeah. Corners aren't even in. Everyone's out. Middle infielders stepping back to the grass. As the 2-2 from King is up and away. 3-2. Hipp fell behind, works it full.
Yeah, if I'm Hipp, you can't sit a fastball, especially with 2 strikes, but the 2 curveballs that he has thrown have kicked away.
Full count pitch. In there for a called 3rd strike. Hip is set down. There are 2 away.
Tough pitch there.
Casey Hare, the second baseman, made a winner out of me in our little home run guessing contest.
You won't stop talking about that.
No, I won't. I don't think I'm going to stop talking about it for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Honestly. A home run last night, 3-run home run. His family got into town last night, so the hot streak is incoming. Ball misses high, 1-0.
That was really good to see Casey have a big night last night. I'm excited to see him turn it around.
1-0, up and in, 2-0, and for Hare, he lifted his average about 50 points last night. He's now hitting 289, 438 on base percentage, that home run, and 6 RBIs. As he lines this one into center field, and Pernetti's going to come around to score. The Steamers have tied it on a base hit from Casey Hare.
Yeah, that average just continues on to climb, and Casey Hare, I tell you what, he lives in the 300s of an average. So good to see Casey. Keeps the hands inside, a little jam shot bloop. But hey, it's a line drive in the book.
Bring your manufacturing jobs to Wilmington as the Steamers able to manufacture a run here.
I like that play on words. Got going there.
Thank you. It's taking something topical and just, trying to work it into a broadcast. Every once in a while it works out. As Pernetti advancing on 2 pass balls to third after a base hit by him, and comes around to score on the Casey Hare single. Brings up Jacob Bisharat. Bisharat searching for his first hit of the summer. Latecomer to the squad from Miles College.
Took my locker, number 13.
Cuts on and misses.
Only difference though, Ray, is he fills out that jersey just a little more than I do.
Yeah, I was going to say, you both are allegedly largest in size. I would venture to say you guys are nowhere near actually being the same size.
Yeah, I'd say 6'4", 220 is, I'm far from that.
Yes. Self-awareness is key.
Hey, listen, I'm confident in my own body.
Bisharat ahead 2-1. 2-1 is lined down the third base line. A fair ball. This one heading towards the corner. Hare around second, coming around third. He's getting waved around. Hare around third. The throw from left field is cut off, and Hare's going to slide in only for style. The Steamers take a 2-1 lead on the Jacob Bisharat RBI double, his first hit of the summer.
That ball was smoked, just sneaked in the third base line right there, rolled all the way to the wall. Give Casey Hare plenty of time to score from first, and that's a big hit for your first hit in a Steamer uniform.
It's good to see him out there getting an opportunity this evening as Ryan Kay, the left fielder, coming to bat. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, 0-1. And you saw it coming. I mean, he doesn't take cheap swings in BP, and I would love to have watched him in live ABs as Kay swings and misses. He's now down 0-2.
Well, I'll tell you a cool story about Ryan Kay in live ABs specifically. Ryan Kay was up. I was on deck. My first live AB, first day being here with the Steamers. You know, I was there last year, but I was still a little nervous, I'd say. And Ryan Kay, first pitch he sees, home run. That was quite the thing I had to follow up to.
It was a thunderous arrival for him, a thunderous round of applause here from that Shark Tank crowd as Kay swings and misses at a 1-2 pitch, and he is set down. Steamers, however, put 2 on the board this inning, an RBI single from Casey Hare and an RBI double from Jacob Bisharat. Give the Clams the lead here in the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. We'll be back with the bottom half of this second inning. Welcome back to Buck Hardy Field, the Shark Tank. Steamers lead the Wilmington Sharks 2-1 on this one-game road trip. And before we get back to baseball, I want to let you know about Edenton IT. Do you have a slow computer, broken cell phone? Get personal professional help at Edenton IT, located at 203 South Broad Street, right here in downtown Edenton, for all your computer and cell phone repair needs. Again, that's Edenton IT, located at 203 South Broad Street in downtown Edenton. A successful top half of the inning for the Steamers. Daniel Willie back on the mound.
I assume to see Willie keep doing his thing, keep attacking the zone. But I bet he feels a little bit more comfortable now with the lead than he was in the previous inning.
And he has absolutely dominated in innings, not named the first innings. He gets a bit of a sword right there. 0-2.
Always loved me a good sword.
Ryan Calvert, the first baseman, down 0-2 now. Willie's pitch is grounded to down to second. Excuse me. Casey Hare getting that one. Throws on to first. The angle getting me early on here.
Yeah, Ray, I don't blame you. That was kind of a weird angle as well. I thought Pernetti was going to make a play, but took a weird hop. Casey was able to get it. Kind of a chopper. Easy, though. Easy type of play. Much better 0-2 pitch there by Danny Willie. Found the outer half of the zone. There really wasn't much you could do with that one.
No, except roll over in case here was ranging to his left to make that play. As Willie's first pitch to Dylan Jeffries, the second baseman. Break ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Willie winds, kicks in the 0-1. It's cut on and missed.
It's our second sword of the evening. That curveball's looking really good from Willie. It's got a nice 12-6 action. A lot of depth.
And the 0-2. This one grounded. Hama at third gets to it. The throw to first in time to set Jeffries down. Hama just coming across that left side of the infield to make the play. Rather impressive, able to gather himself and throw to first on the run.
I really like to see Brian Hama take charge on that play. Jeffries had some serious speed down the line. I think if Stalin was the one to come through in that one and make the play, I don't think they would have got Jeffries out at first. I love my third baseman taking charge.
Yes, that was a textbook. Just cut him off and try and make that play, because if Stalin went to the backhand, I do not believe you're getting him. It's Chase Nixon up to bat. First pitch missing.
And once again, another 0-2, the 2-strike, rollover. Willie, I think, learned his lesson from the first inning.
The 1-0 is chopped to second. Hare's got it. Thrown over to first, and a 1-2-3 inning for Daniel Willie settling in as the Steamers take a 2-1 advantage to the third here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
for the Edenton.
Welcome back to the Shark Tank Steamers. Ahead 2-1 as we start this third inning. It's time for our trivia question today. And since it's Wilmington Sharks night, we'll see them 3 times this year, but I figure we'll do a Wilmington Sharks themed question. The Steamers and Sharks are part of the elite fraternity in the Coastal Plain League of teams that have won back-to-back titles. The question is, what years did the Sharks win back-to-back titles?
You know, Ray, that is a great question because I don't even know the answer.
That's the fun. Anytime I get to stump you is a good one for me.
Yeah, it's always nice when I get a little, you know, thought-provoking when the trivia goes along. It's easier when it's a trivia question about me. 'Cause, you know, I know the answer to that one.
Yes.
Shout out Westover. Westover Deli.
How many times can we drop Westover in the broadcast?
Every broadcast.
Yes, okay. Just making sure.
That chicken parm sub hits different.
As Brian Hama grounds one up the middle, shortstop making the play, the throw to first in time. His third baseman is set down. 6-3. Put out, number 6 up the middle making the play. And they got the top 10 sound going over.
And I don't know if it deserved the top 10 play. It was a nice play. Hama hit it hard, had the range to his left, but wasn't anything like we saw from Zach Will from the Greenbrier Knights last night.
Hunter Cole flying the first pitch to center field. As Carson going back, making the grab just a few steps from the warning track. And 2 long fly balls for Cole, 2 outs.
Almost the exact same spot from Hunter Cole. Long, high fly balls from Hunter Cole. Just missing it, I think. Just getting under it.
That's one of these. If he corrects it on time 3, we could be getting a souvenir up here.
Hey, listen, 3rd time's a charm. I don't see why not.
Anthony Stalin coming to bat. The first pitch missing low and away. 1-0. King still on the mound. Wines kicks and delivers. Ground ball. Slowly to the first baseman. Gonna try and beat him to the play, and safe. Stalin diving headfirst into first. The first baseman unable to dive over and make the tag on him or the bag in time. And a 2-out base runner.
And as the dust settles behind first base, the Shark Tank was not too pleased with that. I mean, I guess they do not just know about the speed that Anthony Stalin has. Sneaky speed.
Absolutely sneaky speed. 17 steals this spring, already 5 this summer. And that might be on display here as Ian Jenkins comes back with 2 outs, trying to get a runner in scoring position for him. Stalin taking the lead off first. King looking over at him, now coming home to Jenkins. Jenkins cuts on and misses. First pitch, 0-1.
Still got to be careful, though, with a lefty on the mound. Anytime you have any base runners on, regardless of where, and Ian Jenkins at the plate.
0-1, grounded up the middle. Second baseman going to say he stepped on second base and got Stalin. He was tripping over his feet, and it looked like he had nabbed the bag while he had the ball in his glove when he fielded that. Turns out he did, able to make the play, and I think that one might deserve a bit of the top 10. It's not the most athletic looking play, but the stumble and tag.
I was about to say, if it goes on any type of top 10, it should go on the not top 10, because I don't even think he meant to touch second base. I think that was kind of an accident as he was tripping over himself, and he happened to just clip the bag as he was tumbling. But hey, an out's an out.
Whatever gets the job done. The Steamers set down after 4 hitters in this top of the third. We'll be back with the bottom half of the inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Steamers on the road in Wilmington, North Carolina. When we're on the road, we always like to let you know about Venture Tours. The Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours, the official travel partner of the team for the 2021 season. Venture Tours incorporates a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in the motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped to create Venture Tours Incorporated, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. Daniel Willie winds kicks in the first pitch of the third inning, is fouled. I believe that one goes off of the foot.
Just got a nice shout out from Jackson Hip out there in center.
Damon Maynard up to bat, foul one off his foot, walking around a little bit to get himself loose.
Well, Ray, that's why you got the leg guard.
Skies the next pitch. This one into shallow right field. Casey Hare backing up and will make the catch. There is one away.
A lot of action for Casey Hare tonight. Base hit, RBI, a couple plays over there at second, just in case last night wasn't enough.
Yeah. Jack Lynch up to bat, the shortstop, and his first go of it. 5 straight set down by Willie.
I tell you what, Ray, I might mention this another couple times tonight, but I just love the view of Jackson Hip, his blonde hair, kind of hanging out under his hat. Perfect straight-on view from center field.
As I heard he got a cut recently. It's now a little bit shorter.
Yeah, I don't see how that is short. It was barely a trim, if anything else.
It's locks. He's got the blonde locks.
The golden locks.
Lynch swung and missed the first pitch, 0-1. Second one, missing, 1-1. And Willie is so perfectly put on the mound. The umpire is so perfectly set up that I'm blinded from seeing the ump. So pitches that I might expect to strike and don't see it. I'm going to take a second here.
Exactly. I like to look at the other players in the field to see if they throw their arms up.
It's the 1-1 missed.
I'll watch them before I judge myself, you know.
2-1 from Willie. Ground ball, this one to Casey Hare over at second base. Fields it clean, to throw to first in time, 2 away.
Ball magnet once again. Ball hog, if anything else.
Yeah,
That's the
seriously.
second put out this inning. That one was smoked, though. That was one step to his left. I don't think Casey Hare would have been able to get that. A little unlucky right there.
Positioning. That's all him. That's great, just great positioning. Got to give him credit. That's the way I would spin it if I was him.
Well, you know what? Since we're friends with Casey Hare, I guess we'll spin it that way, too.
Sounds good to me. Brett Carson, the center fielder, struck out first time up, now coming to bat. Grounds this one to third. Hama fields it cleanly, the throw over to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning from Daniel Willie. He's retired 7 in a row. We head to the 4th inning with the Steamers ahead 2-1 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Buck Hardy Field. Steamers leading 2-1, coming to bat. Before we get back to baseball, we want to let you know the new 2021 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order, stop by Sound Feet Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at Historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Adam Fine alongside myself, Ray Dunn, out in center field. Beautiful night at the Shark Tank. Josh Pernetti coming to bat. Single, came around to score in the second. That knotted the game up, and Casey Hare brought him home, and then was brought home by Jacob Bisharat. Gave the Steamers 2-1 lead. Price King still on the mound for the Sharks, and gets the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
I like to see Pernetti stay up the middle like he did at last at-bat. A really good approach.
0-1, bounced it in there, 1-1. This game is flying.
Literally. Unreal, we're already in the third inning.
And a 1-1, Sky to right field. This one down the line and foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ray, it looked good off the bat. A lot of foul territory here. I got a little excited.
I got a little excited too. I thought that one was going to come down the line, maybe drop. See if Pernetti could leg out a triple.
That would be something. I wouldn't have to, I guess Jacob Mustang would like to see that.
Yeah. Ball low, 2-2.
That'd be really ironic if our two bigger guy first basemen were the ones that ended up legging out triples.
Yes, the 2-2 to Pernetti, and he drives this one to right field, going back. A couple of steps from the warning track, and the catch is made. Another one that, on a night at Historic Hicks, probably wish that one best of luck and well wishes out of the ballpark.
I mean, yeah, they're getting busy over there in the right center gap. That's 3 right now, really near the warning track that they had to make a long run to.
And you wonder why so many hitters love that park back in Edenton. Jackson Hipp up to bat, struck out first time up. Has been interacting with us out in center field.
Blowing us a kiss, waving to us. I like the attention, I guess.
It's very nice of him. Nice to give us a little bit of attention up here. Get lonely up this far away from everyone.
Oh man, I don't know about you complaining about being lonely. Now I get to hang out with you,
Yeah,
you know?
it's true. 0-1, grounded, shortstop. Lynch has got it, throws over to first, 2 away.
If it wasn't for me, it'd just be you up here. You get real lonely.
It was lonely. I think the loneliest I felt was probably at Wilson when they had me in the bullpen. Any chance I get to bring up the fact that I was basically on the Tops bullpen, I will always bring it up. Well, it's the man of the weekend, Casey Hare, the second baseman coming to bat. Mentioned earlier this inning, singled home a run. First pitch to him is in there for a strike, 0-1.
And the base hit being a lefty-lefty matchup makes it even more impressive.
The 0-1 popped into the air. This one back into foul territory, and catcher just did not give chase to it. The way he was looking at it, you thought that was into the stands. Instead, it drops about a foot from the backstop.
That's what we call a new life as hitters.
That's definitely a new life with an 0-2 count. I'm a little befuddled.
Ooh, befuddled.
The 0-2 to Hare. Outside, 1-2, and yes, befuddled. Every once in a while,
Playing some Scrabble lately, right?
Yeah, little words with friends. 1-2 is fouled back. That's what happens when you make friends. You can play that game. Otherwise, it's just words, and that's not a lot of fun.
Yeah, what is with you about being lonely and having no friends? I mean, you all right, Ray?
3.5 hours from home, man,
I guess.
1-2 to Hare. Grounds this one slowly. Pitcher out to the right side of the mound. The throw to first. Got him. A little bit of disappointment from the Steamer side, as King able to range off of the mound and make the play. Steamers go down 1-2-3 in this fourth inning. Still lead 2-1 as the Sharks come to bat in the bottom half. Welcome back to the Shark Tank. Daniel Willie about to get started his fourth inning of work. Bottom of the fourth coming your way. Norman Kelly, the left fielder, struck out looking in the first. Now coming to bat to start this fourth inning. Willie winds, kicks, and his first pitch is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Man, I can't get enough of Willie. I'm very impressed. He is hopping on the mound, establishing the fastball down the middle each time for a first pitch strike. He has been extremely impressive tonight.
It's 0-1, check swing, doesn't matter. That one's in the zone. 0-2. Willie wind, kicks in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. One away now in the fourth inning as Willie has set down 8 in a row. And he's only allowed the one hit. The one hit was a long fly by this man, Donald Hansis, the designated hitter.
If you take away that one hit by Hansis, I don't understand. Like, this could be the greatest pitcher performance of all time. I mean, 1, 2, 3, sit him down, and here he comes again.
Hansis is going to send this one into center field. Stalen dive in and make the play. It's a base hit for Hansis. His second hit of the evening, second hit for the Sharks. A one-out base runner.
Jam shot, bloop into straight center. Hip had no chance. Stalen had the only chance and made a pretty crazy dive, but was just not able to come up with it. A little different result than his bomb. Willie seemed to get the best of him in terms of finding to make him not have hard contact.
Willie has gotten every other batter except Hansis out. As now Alonso is going to put that to the test and drive this one to left field. One hop off the wall. Hansis is getting the green lights, go around third. His helmet comes off. Stalen's throwing it to the plate. The throw to Bisharat. Beat the runner, but he's safe at the plate. The throw was just to the outside of the plate, coming up the first base line. And it looked like they had beaten Hansis there, but he's able to slide in safely. Alonso gets all the way into third base, and the game is knotted at 2.
Quite the relay there by Ryan Kay. He gets it out quick. Stalen picks it and puts a strike onto Bisharat at home. It looked like the tag beat him here, but yes, I am biased. But it was a really close play. And Alonso heads into third for a triple. He was not about to let Willie get away with him their first pitch fastball. He really smoked that.
You were looking through your teal and black colored glasses, that one. A little far out here. I echo your sentiment on there. Okay, making the play. All around good play, not much to show for it though from the Steamers, as Alonso heard me saying that no other Shark had had a hit and decided to put that one to the test. The Steamer fans know just how well he can hit the baseball. He now stands on third, and the first pitch to Ryan Calvert is fouled off towards the Steamers dugout.
Well, our shortstop, Anthony Stalin, was inches away from 2 incredible plays on back-to-back hitters with the throw to home and then the diving play in the shallow center field.
The one is cut on and missed, 0-2.
But it's a game of inches.
Yes, it is. What's the saying? Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades?
I've heard that saying plenty of times.
Yes. How many cliches can we hit in a night here? As the 0-2 is cut on miss. That one bounced away from Bishrot though. Bishrot going to slide to go get it. And Calvert's on at first base. On a drop third.
That's tough for Willie. You give up a barrel, you come back strong, strike the guy out on the sword, and a drop third strike is just tough. He's going to have to really bear down here.
Dylan Jeffries, the second baseman, grounded to third. First time around in the second. I really like the Desperado walk-up song. That was originally Jacob Mustaine's.
I'll be honest, Ray. The Desperado walk-up song is not necessarily my favorite. I think it's a little overplayed. I've heard it for Mustang. I've heard it here too. I don't know. I like to think more original.
Well, we could all have our opinions here, as this one is blooped into right field. That one's going to get down. Alonso coming around to score. It'll be first and second. With one away, Dylan Jeffries driving home the run, and the Sharks have a 3-2 lead.
Another bloop hit. The Bermuda Triangle, once again, no man's land. Behind Pernetti at first and in front of Hunter Cole in right. They're just finding a way now. They're hitting them where they ain't against Willie.
Yes, they are, and that will bring a mound meeting for Brett Folk. Folk taking his time to get out there to Willie. And Willie was cruising to the base hit from Hansis. Extra base hit from Alonso that drove Hansis in, and then seemed to regain himself with that strikeout to Calvert, but the ball just kicked away. Putting first and third for Jeffries, who drives in the run. Making it 3-2.
Now, I'm not really sure what Brett Folk can say here. I mean, Willie's pitching well. He's just getting a little unlucky here, and just maybe talking down Willie's emotions a little bit. This can be tough, as when you're doing what you have to do, but it's not quite working out for you.
I know you're not a pitcher, but in that emotional sense, you know, so much of baseball is a mind game. How do you kind of settle yourself in and calm down after things don't break your way, even though you feel like you're doing a good job?
Well, you just got to stay present, and this might sound weird, but just focus individually on yourself. If you focus individually on yourself there, because Willie's been making pitches, and if he continues to make pitches, then he'll be in good shape. I don't see blue pits being a trend in this game. And just really try and focus on the positive, and that's how you can kind of move past it and stay present.
Willie behind the count 1-0 on a breaking ball that's outside to Chase Nixon. Ground out to second in the second. Now he cuts on and fouls one. Now tips it. Even the count up at 1. Another breaking ball to him. Willie looking back at second. Now coming home with the 1-1. This one is lined in left field, a base hit. Runner hesitated around third, now going to go back to third. Not sure where the sign was from the coach on getting him through. The bases are now loaded with one away.
I was hit pretty hard. Kay made a nice throw into Stalin. Surprise, I thought third base coach for the Sharks there was going to pull the trigger and send him, but Kay's got a nice arm.
Yes,
He might have put the last minute stop sign on.
It was odd with Calvert just coming around third, kind of danced for 2 steps and moved towards the plate, then decided against it. So Damon Maynard coming to bat, popped out to second first time up, and cuts and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, he was sitting dead red fastball there. Good adjustment by Willie. He's done a lot of first pitch fastballs, and now I like to see him mix it up, pitch backwards, keep the Sharks on their toes.
The 0-1. Popped into the air, right side foul territory. Pernetti over, and he makes the catch.
Big out for Willie there with the bases loaded to get to 2 outs. That's huge.
Yes, Pernetti able to range over, and I'm sure he's helped in foul territory with some experience. Nice not to have the gear on you when you go out and try and make a play like that.
Makes it a little easier. I mean, I have no experience catching. I'm looking to keep it that way.
Yeah,
But
don't blame you. Jack Lynch coming to bat, ground to second in the third. And Willie's first pitch to him is grounded through the hole, a base hit into right field. 1 run scores, another run being waved around. The throw from Cole be cut off by Pernetti. Runner moves up to third. 2 RBI single for Jack Lynch has made it 5-2 in favor of the Sharks.
and that breaks the game all open a little bit. Nice hard contact by Lynch. Not much you can do if you're Hunter Cole. As Hunter Cole was playing fairly deep on the left-handed hitter.
The 9th batter of this inning coming to the dish, Brett Carson, the center fielder with runners on the corners and 2 away. 4 spot already for the Sharks and still threatening. Willie's pitch upstairs, 1-0.
Still feels like a pretty quick inning. Willie's doing a good job avoiding throwing balls out of the zone, except the only problem, he's throwing it into barrels.
And now a throw down from Bishrot to second. Stalen now throwing back home because the runner was coming home. The ball getting out of the glove of Bishrot, and a mess of a play right here. First and third, the steal. Runner going to second. The throw down from Bishrot. Bounces into Stalen, gets it, throws it back home for the runner coming from third to score. The ball gets out of Bishrot's glove. The runner's safe at home, and the runner from second then running to third. So another run is scored by the Sharks, and still a runner 90 feet away from scoring now for Carson.
Yeah, right. In that situation, you got to have Stalen cut into the infield towards the pitcher and eliminate the run from scoring. In this situation, down 5-2, you can't allow another run to pass. And the guy on first base, him getting to second doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things. The throw was close by Stalen, so if I think he cut more inwards towards home plate, I think he would have had a much better shot at it.
Willie winds, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. He has struck out Carson, but not before some serious damage has been done in this inning. The Sharks put a 5 spot on the board, now lead the Steamers 6-2 as we head to the 5th inning here at the Shark Tank. We'll be back with more baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Buck Hardy Field. Before we get back to baseball, I'd like to let you know that every year the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 24th, the Steamers wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just 20 minutes from historic Hicks Field. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Steamers trailing the Wilmington Sharks 6-2. We kick off this 5th inning. Jacob Bisharat, the catcher, up to bat. Cuts on and misses the first pitch. Doubled home a run in the second. Just a brutal inning for the Steamers in that bottom half of the 4th as he cuts and misses another one. And Adam, you've been in the dugout with these guys. You've been in the dugout especially with Marshall McDonald as a coach. How do you rally the troops after that one?
Well, you just got to have the big hit, the spark, and then everyone goes. Hitting is contagious. And you can't just, they say make something from nothing. Well, you can't really do that in baseball. You need the big hit to rally around and then make something from that. And hopefully the floodgates open from there.
Bisharat swung and missed at the 0-2, and he is set down, one away. Ryan Kay now coming to bat, struck out in the second. First pitch to him is popped foul, just over the grandstand. First base side, 0-1.
But once again, another point of emphasis for Marshall McDonald to the Steamer hitters right now is be aggressive early in the count, hunt the fastball. Striking out, looking especially is the opposite way to create energy in the dugout.
It's the 0-1 from King. Has some tail to it out of the zone on the outside. 1-1, and a hard hit ground ball to third. Alonso diving to make the play. The throw goes high. Kay will just trot on back to first base. Alan Alonso diving out on a hard hit ground ball from Ryan Kay. Able to field it cleanly, jumping up and throwing to first, throws high. And puts a little bit of scare in the fans sitting in those little private sections they've got with tables, enjoying their evening. Pouncing on a hop, and Kay gets the first.
Yeah, the standing section comes with some action. Alonso full extension dive there. Pretty sick play, but just threw it over the head of the first baseman. See, and that's the rally you can start with any way on.
Throw over to try and get Kay. He's back safely.
Especially now with the top of the order up. The Steamers can really make something happen here.
Yes.
Hunter Cole might straighten it out a little bit and, I don't know, put a little dent into the ball, into the fence, into our broadcasting booth.
Yeah, sign me up for it. I've got the glove. I'm ready to go. 0-2 to Brian Hama now. Took a strike, fouled one back. It's the infielder from Florence Darlington Tech. Awaits King's pitch. This one just missing. 1-2.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah. As Peter Griffin, the chosen voice, this ball bouncing in. The 1-2 makes it 2-2. Chosen voice over the PA system. I'm loving all the Family Guy sound bites.
He's doing a good job tonight with the music and the sound bites and keeping the fans engaged, keeping me engaged.
Absolutely. That's what counts. Us, of course.
We are most important.
Yeah. And we've got great egos about it too.
Clearly.
Kay, throw over, got back safely. Pretty easily. 2-2 to Hama. This one is low. Runs the count full. 3-2. The sun has set here. Lights will soon be the only source of light in the area.
Well, our personalities hopefully light up the stadium as well. All the way out here from center field.
Full count offering, cut on and miss. Tama is struck out. 2 away. He went at a pitch that was either on that outer portion of the plate or just outside, swinging at it. That will bring up Hunter Cole. With 2 away, and Ryan Kay on first. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. 0-1. Cole, couple of long fly balls, nothing to show for it. 0 for 2. Breaking ball, well outside, moving away from the plate. 1-1. One. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Hunter Cole's got to be a tough out here. The Steamer team has a lot of confidence in him. He needs to put something together here.
1-2. Low and away. 2-2.
2-2.
Yes, sir. Number 20 over on first base. As the 2-2 to Cole is lined into right field, a base hit. Kay around second. He's going to now make a break for third. The throw to the cutoff man is just going to keep the runners on the corners, as they're not going to have a relay play over to third. Lynch, the shortstop, able to get to that one.
It was a good turn by Ryan Kay. Kind of hesitated as he crossed second. Got the sign from Mr. James Stalin, and then booked it on over to third. Oh, now we got Stalin, the offensive machine. You got some runners on. You can put up a run or two here. That would be a big morale boost for Marshall McDonald and the dugout.
2 on, 2 out, and Stalin fouls the first one right back to the catcher. 0-1. Yes, this is exactly what you want. The heart of the order coming up. We've got runners on base. Stalin hitting 3 of 52, 435 on base turns. Found this pitch straight back. 0-2. He's driven in 7 runs. Does have a home run. Leading the team in hits with 19.
And Ray, his home run was a dead center shot as well. I wouldn't be too upset to see that again.
As he cuts on and misses the 0-2 pitch. Steamers leave runners on the corners here in the top of the 5th inning. We head to the bottom half here from Buck Hardy Field. Sharks leading the Clams 6-2 on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Shark Tank. Wilmington Sharks leading the Steamers 6-2. Before we get back to baseball, is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, and an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players. You can visit edentonsteamers.com and download a registration form today. After putting up 5 in the 4th, the Sharks bats get another opportunity here in the 5th inning. First pitch is fouled back. Daniel Willey still on the mound. Right-hander from Montreat facing a right-handed bat from Montreat, Norman Kelly, who has struck out a pair of times.
It's always nice to strike out your college teammate. Gives you some bragging rights. Like to talk smack.
Have any of
In the
your
team group
college
chat?
teammates struck you out?
Well, yes, because we do inter squads.
Well, no.
with
I
the team,
mean in
but
summer. Did you play any
outside?
St. Joe's guys last year?
Yes, I didn't play in the Peninsula games, but when we did play Peninsula last year, both of my college teammates, Ryan Devine, sidearm righty, and Luke Zimmerman, lefty, both pitched against us. And so I was trying to give them tips and all that. We were successful in putting barrels on the ball in game 2, not so much in game 1.
Back on the mound, Willie, back-to-back balls. First one missing just outside. Second one in the dirt, kicking away from Bishrod. Check swing. Appeal said he didn't go. So that's interesting. You know, getting the sky report. You gave me the sky report. I did thank you for that on the broadcast. And
Yeah, I like the text
Tuesday
back.
night. Yeah.
Thanks,
I-
you know.
Poor texter. Anyone who knows me, I do poorly
That's all
texting back. 2-2 from Willie. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there's one away.
I'll tell you a funny story about those two Peninsula Pilot teammates. We were in an inter-squad game just in the spring before the season, and Luke Zimmerman tattooed one in the gap for a triple off Ryan Devine. And I remember I didn't really think much of it, but I remember the first thing Zimmerman said when he got back in the dugout is like, "Oh my God, did anyone get a video of that? I need to send it to all my Peninsula friends." So it's the first thing I think we all think of as competitive athletes, to one, mess with our friends, and also, no, yeah, seriously, just mess with our friends.
Was there a video?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
So
Good to know. I want to make sure that the bragging rights were officially theirs. Willie's first pitch in there 0-1. Second one low and in.
I mean, I don't like to pay too much attention to the Pilots. They are our rivals. We don't like them very much, but that was a funny moment.
Well, Pilots are right there on the schedule one more time. Friday night, July 9th at Peninsula. It's the 1-1, bouncing in 2-1. Anytime I see the Pilots pop up on my little upcoming games corner of the game notes, get a little excited.
Yeah, I mean, we have it circled in the locker room. It's a big deal. It's a different atmosphere in the clubhouse before the game.
2-1 is cut on and miss. Evens count up at 2.
Jackson Hipp taking off his hat, readjusting his sunglasses, letting the hair flip a little bit. I know you can't see that on the broadcast, but I had to let you know.
Good people at home appreciate that. Donald Hansis facing a 2-2 count from Willie. He's already got a pair of hits, including a home run that got scoring started. And he is going to check his swing, going through the zone, a ball in the dirt, and throw down to first in time. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up this 5th inning. And Willie just had him off balance.
Yeah, another sword. Willie, I mean, you take out that first inning, first at bat for Hansis, and the 4th inning, he is cruising. And I don't even think he pitched bad in the 4th inning. He just got a little unlucky.
Willie now facing Al Alonso, who drove home a run. Extra base hit in the 4th. First pitch in the dirt. Bounced away from Bishrod, 1-0.
And Willie had Alonso strike out in the 1st inning, or excuse me, the 2nd, and with the first time he faced Alonso. And I think Alonso wasn't necessarily expecting the velo on Willie. Last year, Willie was around 83 to 85 miles an hour. This year, a much different feel, as he's up in the high 80s. Put a lot of weight on the gym. He's a whole new pitcher this year.
We went breaking ball to get Alonso fishing. Even the count up at 1. He goes breaking ball again, now 2-1. Just missing. It's the interesting dynamic of summer teammates from a summer ago, and he gets Alonso to cut and miss that one, 2-2. The Sharks doing split squad tonight, so half the squad up at Moorhead City for a Coastal Plain League game against the Marlins. Half staying down here, so good to see Alonso with this crew and able to catch up with him. 2-2. Missing 3-2. Break ball just didn't enter the front door.
You didn't enter the front door. I like that.
Thank you.
You impressed me, Ray.
Every once in a while I put it together and figure something out. 3-2 from Willie. Foul back. Catches a bit of the catcher, bit of the ump, and rolling down the third base side.
Good catch by, good pitch by Willie. Bisrat almost was able to squeeze that. Kicks away a little bit.
I wonder if the ump's taking some time for himself or for Bishrot to get himself going, to give the ball, walking it to Willie, saying a word to Willie. A word with Willie.
A word with Willie. You're on fire.
If he ever
tonight.
wants to do a podcast, I feel like that might be a really, really good branding opportunity.
Wasn't your podcast done deal?
It is. 3-2 from Willie. In there for a called third strike. He strikes out the side in the fifth. A bounce back inning for him and the Steamers. They still trail 6-2 to the Wilmington Sharks here in Wilmington, North Carolina. We'll be back with the sixth inning on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Shark Tank. Wilmington leading Edenton at 6-2 in a matchup of two teams, former Coastal Plain League foes. And we got some time here before we get the sixth inning started. Liam Doolin, a right-hander from Lamar Community College, originally from Australia, coming to the mound now for the Sharks to kick off this sixth inning. It's the sixth inning, so it's time for our Steamer streamers. You let us know where you're streaming from. We'll give you a shout out on the broadcast. We can see some already. Papa Tom joining us again tonight from Maryville, Tennessee. Good to see you. Sure you're enjoying the tear that Casey Hare has been on. Peggy Brown, Mama Brown from Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, we're all hoping Alan Brown is ready to go very soon. One of the fun guys on this team. And Becky Cutshaw, we see you in the comments as well, so let us know where you're streaming from. We'll shout you out as Ian Jenkins kicks off this sixth inning. And Doolin's first pitch to him is grounded foul to the backstop on the third base side. Adam Fine.
What's going on?
In the booth as we continue to, begin our partnership here throughout the month of July.
Get used to it, baby.
Oh, I'm fired up. You enjoying being back in Edenton after a week and a half away?
Yeah, I mean, there's no place else I would like to be. It's my home away from home.
Good to hear as Jenkins cuts and misses. Pitch just outside and low, 0-2. dueling quickly ahead of the Steamers cleanup hitter. And the 0-2. This one skied into the air and foul. Catcher not able to get to it. That one landed in the grandstands. A lot of people distressed about where that was going.
Yeah, right. I'll be honest. I had no idea where that ball was going. We're at that point once again. I always talk about it. The 6th inning, 5th inning about, where you cannot is really tough to see from straightaway center field and the fly ball. And I'm getting a little nervous for the center fielder myself.
You get nervous for the center fielder. Get nervous for us. These guys brought here to play baseball. I was not brought here to catch fly balls. If I can't see
you
a fly
brought your
ball
glove. You mean, come on now.
I brought my glove. Last time I played organized baseball.
Well, I can take your glove if that's fine.
Okay.
With Ian Jenkins up, do you want to hand it over right now?
No, it's okay. I'll make the catch.
All right.
The 1-2 Jenkins. Breaking ball on the outside. He did check his swing a bit, and it just kicks off the glove and away from the catcher, who just gives up the ball. It's Josh Pernetti, who's in the on-deck circle, get to it. So count even up at 2 for Jenkins.
Tell you what though, Ray, I will make sure to help direct Jackson Hipp if he needs some help with directions with the ball. Not gonna help the Sharks center fielder. No bad blood whatsoever, but Jackson Hipp's just that guy, I guess.
This is the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. You would expect.
It's not the Wilmington Sharks YouTube
Right.
channel.
Right. So Ian Jenkins fouled one. Hard hit ground ball down the third baseline. Keeping it at 2-2. Still looking in, and his 2-2 bounces outside and gets past the catcher. 3-2. And Jenkins had to look like he was about to turn his shoulders, then the jump once that ball bounced in the ground. I've only ever seen him do that when he's frustrated with himself, but he's able to work the count to a 3-2 full count now. And the payoff pitch to him is grounded. Shortstop's got it, backhand, and the throw to first is in time. Jenkins is set down, 1 away.
Good strong throw over there in the hole. Makes it look easy once again.
Yeah, just ranging over a few steps to his right. Able to backhand it. A good solid throw across. Brings up Josh Pernetti. Single scored in the 2nd inning. And flew out to right in the 4th. First pitch to him, low and in.
Yeah, some good contact from Pernetti tonight. He's being aggressive early in the count, avoiding off speed in the dirt when he gets the 2 strikes.
(1-0) to Pernetti. That's a sword through the zone, 1-1 as he swings through a pitch low and in. We are getting a smattering of fireworks sounds in the distance. It's the 4th of July weekend celebration in full effect around the United States of America.
Quite exciting.
Yes, quite exciting. As Pernetti fouls one back to the backstop, first base side, and Jackson Hipp will trot on over to collect.
And I know you guys at home are just get audio tonight, but I wish you could see what we're seeing. The skyline here in Wilmington is very beautiful with the sunset. Actually, Ray, you should go take a picture while we're at it.
I absolutely am. You know, now that you say that, Adam, let's get a picture of this, huh? And Pernetti cuts on and misses the 1-2 offering. He is struck out. 2 away in this top of the 6th inning. And you know what, I took that picture. We'll see how it turns out. If it turns out good, we're going to throw that one on Twitter. And you know what?
Solid.
You can find it at Ray Dunn BTP. Go follow Adam.
A-Fine04 on Twitter.
And go follow Steamers if you don't. That's also
yes,
a big
Steamers
plug
is first priority, but then if you're feeling crazy, you can follow me at A-Fine04 on Instagram, Twitter, all social media platforms.
Shameless plugs here in the booth as Jackson Hipp fouls the first pitch back.
Don't have many followers on Twitter yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, we said we would double Adam's pay if he gets to 100 Twitter followers. So help Adam out as Hipp swings and misses a breaking ball 0-2. quickly working ahead. The right-hander from Australia kicks and delivers the 0-2. Pitch outside. 1-2. Couple of Sharks trying to get a seat early.
The middle infield was on their way into the dugout. They're going to have to wait for one more.
1-2 now to Hip. Fouls this one back. Hip, a strikeout and a ground out thus far. As the Steamers did threaten in the fifth, put runners in the corners, 2 outs, unable to bring him home. 1-2 to Hip now. He swings and misses, and he is struck out. Steamers go down in order, second time in the last 3 innings that has happened. We head to the bottom half of this 6th inning with the Wilmington Sharks ahead of the Steamers 6-2 on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
You'll send it over here.
Welcome back to the Shark Tank. Bugs attacking us a little bit up in center field, taking care of that. And we saw from 300 plus feet away that Zach Bagley was taking the mound. A good guess. I think we're starting to get to know just about everyone from a distance, picking out silhouettes of people. As Bagley on the mound for this bottom of the 6th inning. Means Willie's night is done after 5. And Bagley is greeted by Ryan Calvert. First pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. Right-hander from Barton College, working on his 5th game of the summer. 5 innings before this. Does own a 1-0 record, a 9 ERA. Pitch in there, 1-1.
Starting to really see the fireworks now. It's a nice backdrop behind home plate. Only we can see that, I think, up in this angle.
Yes.
Do you think they did that for a reason? Because it's us?
Absolutely. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to take care of the visitors. They want it mentioned on the broadcast. Bagley's 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. It's all an elaborate plan for good PR.
Of course.
And the 1-2 from Bagley. Breaking ball. This one lined up and through into center field. A base hit. And a leadoff man aboard.
It's a good swing there. Off speed, back door. Kind of had to fling his hands at it a little bit, lunge to it. And he smokes it up the middle, right to Jackson Hip.
Dylan Jeffries coming to bat. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Base hit back in the 4th inning. Sharks. Good position here with the lead, and now a base runner to start this 6th inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Bagley. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. A good start by Bagley there, pounding the zone. Getting ahead early.
Jump into Bagley. 8 strikeouts in those 5 innings. Certainly able to pound the zone. We were on the same wavelength there. We think about him coming to the strike zone, trying to get guys out. He comes right back into the strike zone, 0-2.
Soon they're only going to need one of us because we just say the same things.
We're just one mind.
Wow.
Or we each have about half of a brain, and we make them one brain.
So we share the same brain, or we're each one mind?
That's difficult. It is difficult to see. We'll think about it. Bagley thrown over to first. And Calvert's back with the dive.
Quick pick off there by Bagley. Moves his feet pretty well.
I don't know how much experience Brenny has over there at first, but he's done a good job of it so far. A swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Got Jeffries down to his knee for the first out of this 6th inning.
Style points in that strikeout there for Bagley.
Might be worth the Flow baseball subscription for him just to get that highlight of him striking him out like that. Chase Nixon, a single. And he came around to score in the 4th. Also ground out in the 2nd, coming to bat. We've been told Chase Nixon, the son of Trot Nixon.
Former Red Sox.
Yes, some major league relation here as he takes pitch for a ball, 1-0.
With that being said, go Red Sox. 1-8 straight. Verdugo for All-Star.
I don't know what it's like to root for a good baseball team. I'm a Phillies fan, so.
Hang in there, buddy.
Yeah. Bagley thrown over to first. Once again, Calvert back with the dive. Now Bagley looking home. His 1-0 is skied. Foul, 3rd base side. And out of play. 1-1. Right-hander from Barton this spring. Only got into 2 games. So got a nice extended look. Did have a successful campaign back in 2019 for the Bulldogs. Tough. I mentioned on the broadcast before you got to town, just gauging 2020 seasons, just how short they were. For some people, it's eye-popping numbers. For others, there's not much there. As he misses.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough year. Some colleges started very late, depending on which level. You got to see Vanderbilt and big-time colleges starting in mid-February, while you were waiting for another month to start. And it's definitely frustrating for some, me included.
I would imagine so. Athletics last year has been just one hit after another. Bagley down the count, 3-1 after missing outside. Looking over at first. And the right-hander's pitch. Outside, ball 4. He walked him. 2 aboard now with 1 away.
Missed an up and away with that fastball. Got a little run to it. Bagley has a little trouble right now keeping the ball down.
Damon Maynard coming to bat. He's been popping up thus far. Popped to second in the 3rd and popped into foul territory to the first baseman in the 4th. So, 0 for 2. Bagley's pitch. In there for a strike.
Well, he gets on top of that fastball there, and we have a first pitch strike. Found the zone. Bagley made a good adjustment there. a little slower pace than Willie. Not to say that's bad or good, but it's just a little bit different feel, I guess, for the Sharks hitters.
Yes, it's the uniqueness. Everyone's got their role. You
know,
wouldn't
I
want to
think-
listen to the similar broadcasters. We've got uniqueness to us.
Yeah, I think Marshall McDonald knows what he's doing. Moving into quick pace with Willie and then slow pace with Bagley. All part of a plan in Marshall McDonald's baseball brain.
Bagley's 1-2 is cut on and missed. A little low out of the zone. 1-2. Yes. No need to Monday morning quarterback Marshall McDonald's decisions. Always sound logic behind them. Bagley looking back at second, coming home. The 1-2 breaking ball. Left at the doorstep.
A serious 12-6 curveball there. That's some height to it, and it just fell right into Bisterat's glove, but just a tad high. Stalin and Casey Hare keeping the runner honest over there at second. This would be an opportune time to steal.
2-1, a 2-2. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. There are 2 away.
Shortstop from Ithaca College, Jack Lynch.
Maynard set down. Bagley a pair of strikeouts, pair of runners on, and pair of outs as Jack Lynch comes to bat. Lynch so far 2 RBI single in the 4th and grounded to second. Bagley coming set, looking back at second base and coming home. Catching the outside portion of the plate. 0-1.
Bagley seeming to settle in a little bit here. A lot more control of the fastball.
One is taken to left field, and that's fair down the line. 1 run's going to come to score. Green light given as a second runner coming around, as pulling into second base is Lynch. A 2-run double with 2 outs for Jack Lynch to expand this Sharks lead 8-2.
A big hit there by Lynch opposite field.
From Muskego.
And that kind of breaks the game open a little bit here. But as we learned from last night, no lead is safe.
No lead is too much. Steamers down 8-2 in this bottom half of the 6th. Jack Lynch have an evening. 4 runs batted in. 2 for 3 now, and that flips the order back to Brett Carson, leadoff man, who cuts and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, Lynch, not your typical 9-hole hitter. 4 RBIs, that's saying something out of the bottom part of the order.
Carson 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. The 0-1 to him is low and away, 1-1. So we are seeing the last bits of sunlight disappear
I
from
see
the
plenty of
horizon.
sunlight with you, Ray.
Ah, a little ray of sunshine. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
Raves. Man, you're good.
Slick with words.
I bet you've heard that plenty of times.
Yes. 1-1, breaking ball. Outside, 2-1.
Just like people call me fine. I've heard that about a
Yes.
gazillion times.
Ray of sunshine. My last name is Dunn, so anytime I finished an assignment in school and the teacher wanted to be funny, you got that. 2-1, cut on and missed. 2-2.
That's perfect. Now I can make fun of you a lot more for that.
Yeah,
Let's move on, you know.
absolutely. No, I'm glad I opened up that realm of possibilities. I'm gonna make the next month a lot of fun. Runner on second, 2 out, 2-2. Bagley looking back at second, now coming home. His pitch, fouled back, and when we talk about looking ahead to the next month, might as well look ahead at what's coming down the pipe for this Steamers team. A day off tomorrow, 4th of July. Then on the 5th of July, it's the Carolina Pirates in town. First time I get to see them this season. Supposed to play the Pirates for opening day way back, beginning of June.
Long time ago.
Trip to Wilmington, North Carolina, canceled due to rain. Bagley looking back at second now and stepping off. Then on Tuesday, the Greenbrier Knights come to town. Doubleheader starts at 6 o'clock. Another doubleheader against the Knights. Get used to that. 3 of them this month against Greenbrier. Then it's a bit of a road trip for this team. Different trip every night as the 2-2 misses outside. 3-2, breaking ball. The Fuquay-Varina Twins Wednesday night. The Tarboro River Bandits on Thursday night, and then the Peninsula Pilots on Friday night. All those games on the road, so getting the miles in for this Steamers squad over the next 5. Bagley's 3-2, bouncing in. He walked him, a 2-out walk for Carson on base for the first time this evening.
Left fielder from Montreat College, Norman Kelly.
Norman Kelly coming to the dish. Kelly struck out 3 times thus far, trying to avoid the golden sombrero.
Ah. Way to pick up on that from last night. He's got the hat trick already.
All right, let's.
Willie had his number.
You were very nice to bring it up last night. I
You're
have been
welcome.
around the game enough to know what a golden sombrero was before last night.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I like to
Appreciate
spread
the
my wealth of
Yeah.
unimportant knowledge.
Yes,
About
the hat thing
game.
was very cool. The hat thing I had not known before, and I appreciate that. But
Well, we feed off each other, don't we, Ray?
yes, we're like PB and J. Yes, that's what I was going for. Yes.
Oh, PB&J.
Yeah, it's okay.
So there were some fireworks going off. I didn't quite get that.
That's okay.
Goes without saying at this point.
Right. First pitch to Kelly is low. 1-0. Getting close to the 9 o'clock hour. It's a 3.5 hour bus ride added to the end of this one. Trip to the Steamers to take twice. 1-0, bounces in, 2-0.
I think the less we talk about that, the better.
I caught some shut-eye on the way down here.
Oh, I don't blame you. I was out for at least an hour.
Yes.
Might be out for another hour.
Watched Friday Night Lights on the way down. And I had to stay up for that. After that, I was out.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights can fire you up. I think there's a underlying plot there by Marshall. It was Friday Night Lights for the Wilmington trip. It was Remember the Titans for the Fungo trip. I think Marshall's got an idea of what he's trying to do, firing up his team.
Yes.
Fired me up. I'm not even on the field.
Absolutely. I was fired up. Brett Folk coming out to talk to Zach Bagley on the mound, who's down 2-0 in the count with 2 outs and 2 on. And we've mentioned numerous times what Folk has been able to do for this pitching staff. He just breathes confidence into guys. And these are situations in which he has really, really made a difference, coming out when a pitcher falls behind 2-0 in a tough situation, just taking a break, giving them a little word of wisdom, and returning to the dugout as he does right now. The Wilmington crowd, which is a pretty sizable crowd tonight, they're getting fireworks. It's a beautiful ballpark. Can't blame any of them for showing out tonight. Nice beer garden down in right field.
Got the inflatable shark.
Yes, a lot
fun for the kids.
A lot to do here. 2-0 now from Bagley. Swung on a miss, 2-1, but the Sharks faithful was cheering. They were done with Folk after about 5 seconds into that mound meeting. No patience for
A
the
short
visitor.
attention span here in the Shark Tank.
I think it's a short attention span everywhere, you know. You never want
Indeed.
visiting pitching coach, you don't want him to get it right, which he does get it right as Bagley gets a swing and a miss, make it 2-1. Now runners go, the 2-1, Bishrot coming up. No play to be made, the runners make it. 2 in scoring position. Does even the count up at 2, and we're in a wonderful situation, so poetically. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 the count. Bagley working back.
2-2-2 and 2 on. That was a nice vault steal where you take a shuffle before the pitcher throws, and then you have a pretty nice jump, and that leads to a no throw. Always cool when you're able to pull one of those off.
Bagley's 2-2. Breaking ball hits the batter. And Kelly is on base, loading him up with 2 away.
From the College of Charleston, designated hitter Donald Hansis.
Donald Hansis, 2 for 3. He had a solo home run in the first, opened the scoring, and hit a single in the fourth, and was brought around to score. He started off that inning hitting-wise. At one point, he was the only hitter on the team that had a hit. First time through the order, he was the only one that got a hit. And the fourth, his second hit was the team's second hit. And then from there, the floodgates open.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want up right now for the Steamers with the bases juiced and the game slipping away.
Pitch to Bagley is driven to center field, hip, taking a few steps over to his left and able to make the catch. Excuse me, his right into right field. You know, again, I'm all backed around here. Point of the matter is he makes the catch with 2 away, and they strand the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Steamers still trailing 8-2. And this one from Wilmington, North Carolina. We'll be back with the top half of the 7th inning when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Casey Hare coming to bat for the Steamers as we start this 7th inning. Hare, 1 for 2. RBI, base hit in the 2nd inning, and grounded back to the pitcher in the 4th. Cade Udell, right-hander, now on the mound for the Sharks, and pound the zone 0-1 to get Hare started. Myself, Ray Dunn, Adam Fine with you on a beautiful night in Wilmington, North Carolina, from the Shark Tank.
Definitely worth the 3.5 hour drive here. Beautiful stadium. Cool view.
Yeah,
Baseball on a Saturday night.
I can't ask for much more than that. Hare cutting and missing 0-2. And now Udell, coming set, kicks and fires. A check swing. Nothing doing. Just a little bit of discussion, a little bit of pause. I mentioned on the broadcast last night, I don't have 20/20 vision. I can't see what's happening down there. We are 370 plus feet from the plate. And I forgot to invest in binoculars for this season.
That would be pretty cool to invest in binoculars. Oh, that's just a cool idea I just thought of.
The 1-2 to Hare. He swings and misses. He is struck out. There is one away.
The catcher from Miles College,
Jacob Bisharat coming to bat. Doubled home run in the second, struck out in the fifth, and the strikeout is the storyline I want to get to right now. 5 of the last 7 outs made by the Steamers have been strikeouts.
It's always the same storyline for the Steamers. They have trouble putting runs aboard when they strike out and don't put the ball in play, and then the opposite when they do put the ball in play. In their wins against the Fungo and against the Greenbrier Knights, they were able to avoid strikeouts for the most part and put the ball in play and make things happen. That just hasn't been the case tonight.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Adam.
Oh, did I?
You did. That's exactly how I would have said it. Worded and everything. Perfection.
If you look at last night, Chase Bruno skied one to the pitcher, routine. And McCarthy for the Greenbrier Knights dropped it. And then Joe Haney came around to score. And that proved to be the 1-run difference. So as simple as it gets, that is the difference between winning and losing in summer ball.
Bisharaj set down on 3 pitches, fouled one off his bat, pitch that tailed inside. He geared up to swing, ball hit his bat, and fouled away. And goes down looking on 3 pitches, back-to-back strikeouts to open up this inning for Udell. The right-hander now going to deal with Ryan Kay, who has struck out and reached on an error. And Kay found this one back. Start his AB 0-1. Kay represents the closest the Steamers have come to scoring a run since the second inning. He was on third base at the end of the 5th inning. The Steamers stranded first and third. And that one 0-1. One's low in the dirt. 1-1.
Ryan Kay has found a nice barrel tonight. Alonzo with the diving play earlier today at third base found himself on. Another good example of putting the ball in play and making things happen. Kay's got a knack for that.
The 1-1 to Kay now. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Some of the inconsistencies with these bats showing again this evening. 1-2 to Kay. He swings, misses a pitch low. Below the zone, he is struck out. Udell strikes out the side. It has been 8 of the last 9 outs made by the Steamers are by way of the strikeout. They trail the Sharks 8-2 as it's time to stretch here at the Shark Tank. We'll be back with more baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Buck Hardy Field in Wilmington, North Carolina, where the Steamers trail the Wilmington Sharks 8-2. Adam Fine alongside me. I'm Ray Dunn. Before we get back to baseball, fans, we'd like to let you know, summer's starting. And you know what that means? Graduation parties and cookout season. Bill Gardner's Biggs Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, graduation gathering, or business rendezvous. It's a classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Thank you to Bill Gardner and Biggs Cadillac Buick GMC for their support of the Steamers and sponsoring our newest addition to historic Hicks Field. Steamers gotten ahead 2-1 through the first 3, and then a 5 spot put on by the Sharks in the 4th inning, put them ahead, and they've since added to their lead, now 8-2 in the bottom half of this 7th inning. Spencer Ambrose now in to pitch for the Steamers. His first pitch missing, 1-0.
Spencer Ambrose against the former Steamer, once again, Alan Alonso.
Alonso doubled home a run in that 4th inning. Otherwise, pair of strikeouts, 1 for 3 overall. This Sharks team managed by Russ Burrows. Russ Burrows not here tonight, he's in Moorhead City. Burrows, of course, Alonso rips this one foul.
Almost clips a Shark bullpen.
Yeah,
right
there was
there.
some chatter over in the Sharks bullpen. That line drive just missed grabbing one of the pitchers.
Alonso likes to very pole happy tonight. He's found some serious barrels to the pull side.
Now 2 strikes on Ambrose's pitch. It's popped into the air. Shallow center, just off the infield dirt. Casey Hare to make the grab, and there is one away.
Pretty routine play. Jackson Hip running in, but it's Casey Hare the one to make the play. Slightly behind second base. A little easier to see it now. Fully black sky.
Yes, and fireworks still coming from behind home plate somewhere in town. As Ryan Calvert, the first baseman, coming to bat. 1 for 3. Happened to get on base on a drop third in the 4th. Come around to score. He lines this one into right center field. That's a base hit. Jackson hip around to get to it. Calvert given a turnaround first. He'll stay there. And a 1-out base runner for the Sharks.
And this will go unnoticed. But Jackson Hip took a beautiful route to that ball. He was able to cut it off, put a strong throw into Casey Hare, and eliminate a double. That could easily have been a double if Hip did not make the smart play there, because that ball was smoked in the gap.
Dylan Jeffries up to bat. 1 for 3. An RBI base hit in the 4th. Otherwise, a strikeout and a ground out. Ambrose looking over at first base. A short lead for Calvert. The first pitch, high and away. 1-0. Mentioned, I was getting into talking about Russ Burrows, former Steamer manager. 2018-2019, 4th all-time in wins for the Steamers with 50, a 50 and 52 record over those 2 years. Now the manager here at Wilmington and Moorhead City tonight for their game, for their Coastal Plain League game. A lot of people in the area, good memories of Russ.
Big nostalgia night for us and the Steamers.
I'm sure it will be for him when they come up on July 20th. 3rd of 3 games against these 2 teams. Ambrose's pitch in their first strike, and his next pitch is cut on and missed, 1-2. Jeffries trying to send that a long way. One place it gets to is the catcher's mitt, 1-2. And when they do come on the 20th, it'll be good for him to see historic Hicks once again. Obviously.
I mean, I tell you, Ray, when I came back this year, I definitely felt a little weird and nostalgic, and I can't imagine how a manager would feel like that after being here, having a kind of a different perspective, so that should be exciting.
Ambrose goes with a breaking ball. It misses in the dirt, bouncing a little bit away. Runner stays over at first. Count even up at 2. Tonight, 2 weeks from today, another Saturday night game here on July 17th, and then a return trip. The Sharks come to town on Tuesday July 20th. The 2-2. Another breaking ball. This one just high and away. 3-2. Count now full. Yes, those who feel nostalgia and want to see Russ Burroughs, you can on July 20th. Full count pitch. Misses. Ball 4-2 on with only one out. And I feel like that'll be a good trivia question. I'll tease that one now.
Oh,
Another Wilmington game. Where does Russ Burroughs rank in the all-time wins leaderboard for Steamers
well,
managers?
you just spilled the
I just
answer.
did. So if they were tuned into this game,
Ah, so only the dedicated Steamer fans should
Right.
know.
we've dropped answers I think before on these broadcasts.
Papa Tom, if you're listening, there's your quick answer for our trivia question.
We hope you all are still out there enjoying a nice Saturday evening baseball game. Ambrose's first pitch misses away, 1-0 to Chase Nixon. Nixon walked, singled, came around to score in the fourth, and has grounded out. Now a chance with 2 on and only 1 out. Runners go, and he fouls this one back. 1-1.
A little double steal action right there. Even up 8-2, the Sharks like to run. Always like to push the issue, keep the defense on their toes. It's part of my game as well. I'm all for it.
Yes, absolutely. As the 1-1 from Ambrose, looking back at second, now coming home, is upstairs, 2-1. And there is one Steamer who did play for Russ Burroughs on this team.
Anthony Stalin,
Anthony Stalin, 2019 Steamer. That 2019
vintage Steamer right there.
Yes, that 2019 team, the last team to play in the Coastal Plain League. The team moved to the Taiwan Summer League, which Premier Collegiate League, same thing, just different branding this year. As Ambrose's 2-1 is cut on and missed. Pitch upstairs.
And I talked to
2-2.
Stalin before the game. I'm starting to realize that he should have, he played at the Sharks Stadium before, Peninsula Stadium before, Morehead City, Wilson, so all the CPL teams that we have exhibitions against this year. Stalin knows a thing or two about those fields, and it's kind of cool for him to revisit and have some nostalgia himself.
Ambrose missing on a 2-2. Was close to the zone, and we can hear them yelling from out here in center field about that one.
Yeah, Jackson Hip threw his arms up in disbelief. I was about to as well.
Looking back at second. Coming home now. Pitch fouled back once again. Staying alive. Stalin, no surprise, one of the better hitters for that Steamer team back in 2019. Hit 273, got on base 366 clip. 3 home runs, 25 RBIs. Runners go in the 3-2. The pitch is popped into the air and foul.
This has always got to be frustrating for Spencer Ambrose. You walk a couple guys and then have to have the hitter, battle, and you're making pitches, but he's still fighting, and that's always frustrating. It drains the energy of the pitcher.
Yes, Ambrose in his 5th appearance of the summer. Pitched 3 1/3 before this. 1-0. Now he looks back at second. We'll try the 3-2 all over again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Big pitch there by Spencer Ambrose.
There are 2 away. Damon Maynard. Pair of pop-outs, a strikeout thus far. See what he could do against Ambrose.
I'm not sure if at home you could hear the sound box, the sound system we got going on here at the Shark Tank, but it is really bumping those walk-up songs. I'm getting a little antsy. I want to start dancing.
No one's going to stop him. Ground ball, third base. Hama's got it. And throw over to first, and I say that one was fouled off him.
I didn't see any weird ricochet there. That felt a little seemed
Strange.
to be shocked me a little bit, and some fans as well. Jackson Hip was running into the dugout. I think he thought the same thing as us.
I was about to hit mute on the mics. Let's take a sip of water. Call it an inning. Not to be.
To be continued.
Yes. 0-1 now. Ambrose's pitch. Misses away. 1-1. For Ambrose, he appeared in 10 games this past spring for Bluefield College, 15 2/3 innings, a 4.60 ERA, 1-1 record. Guy's eyes on second, runners now go. The pitch is flown to left field. Ryan Kay coming on, he's gonna slide and that ball bounces in front of him. One run will score, another run coming around third, it will score. It's going to be an RBI double for Maynard to make it 10-2 in favor of the Sharks.
And that ball wasn't hit that far, fell in front of Kay, and there was a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sounded good, but kind of fell in front of Kay. Kay took a little misread there. And now it's 10-2.
As Kay just falls short on his read into left field. Two in there, and that'll bring up Jack Lynch. And Jack Lynch knows a thing or two about driving in runs. He's driven in 4 so far.
Well, he's got an opportunity for another.
Got a single, double. Ambrose looking back at second, now coming home with the first pitch to him. That one is low, 1-0.
Hi there. What's your name? Are you a firefighter? Yeah, I'm Evan. I'm not a fire hydrant. Oh, no, I'm not a fireman. No, he's watching the game, and he's taking notes.
Throw back to second base. That one kicks off of Stalen's glove. Runner thought much further on that ball being kicked away and able to get back to second. Hare picking it up and trying to apply a tag.
Yeah, Hare almost got him there. Any little slip up there, and Keith Hare would have had a big third out of this inning to get Spencer Ambrose out of a jam.
And Ambrose's throw is just outside. Otherwise, they had a pretty good chance to get him at second. Ambrose is looking back once again, probably thinking about that last play. The pitch now coming home. Missing. 2-0. Ambrose signed some autographs before the game. Fan favorite, whether in Edenton or whether down here. Wilmington. Runner now moving, and the ball is grounded through the hole of base hit. Runner's coming around third. He will score. Hunter Cole just tossing on into Hare. It is now 11-2 in favor of Wilmington.
And a 5th RBI for Mr. Lynch. Have a night.
Have a night is right. Jack Lynch, 3 for 4, 5 runs batted in. Marshall McDonald coming out to the mound. He's going to take that baseball, and we have a pitching change. We will let you know who it is. We'll talk more about it when we come back here on the Steamers YouTube channel. Sharks ahead of the Clams 11-2 at the Shark Tank at Buck Hardy Field. Welcome back inside the Shark Tank. Buck Hardy Field. The Wilmington Sharks lead the Steamers 11-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Most recently, Jack Lynch drove in his 5th run of the night with the base hit. He stands on first base. The Steamers went to the pen, bringing in right-hander Sam Duncan of Brown University. This is his 8th appearance already of the summer. Pitched 6 2/3, 9.45 ERA and 18.89 strikeouts through 9. His first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1, and his ERA doesn't tell the story of how good he's been lately. He's been one of the more reliable arms out of this bullpen the last couple of appearances. Head in the count, 0-1.
A strong performance against the Fungo. His fastball was heavy, curveball was sharp.
This ball ground to second. Hare's got it to throw to first. 2 pitches, all it takes for Duncan to get out of this inning. Wrapping up the 7th. Sharks in command of this one, 11-2. As the Clams come to bat, and we come back, the top of the 8th inning. Left-hander Blake Bennett, Jacksonville State, coming to pitch for the Sharks. Before we get back to baseball, the Edenton Steamers are excited to tell you about our 2nd youth baseball camp of the summer. This camp's dates are July 14th through the 16th. That's July 14th through the 16th. Heard upwards of 70 kids already signed up for this camp. Going to be a great time. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome to attend. Visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Brian Hama leading off. And the first pitch to Hama, and therefore a strike, 0-1.
This could be Hama's last at-bat for the Steamers. Expect him to be aggressive.
So far, Hama 0 for 3. Pair of strikeouts. Fouls this one. Along the first base side and out of play, 0-2. Sounds like Hama's got an eventful couple of weeks coming up. Head to Lipscomb for orientation, I believe. And he's getting a wisdom teeth out as well. 0-2 to Hama. Outside, 1-2. Breaking ball just missing.
Yeah, he'll be a busy guy. Looks exciting. Moving up from JUCO to a Division I school. Hama's very excited. Looking forward to it.
1-2. 1. Blowing in, kicking off the glove of the catcher. There's been a couple of those tonight where now he's going to go and retrieve it, where the ball kicked off the glove. And just, we got people for that. Count even at 2. And Bennett winds, kicks, and fires. Missing, running the count full, 3-2.
Hama working a nice AB here. Some close calls by the umpire.
And the full count offering is up and in. Hama is walked. Leadoff man aboard for the Steamers. Something that is yet to happen for this team in this one. Hunter Cole coming to the dish. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Cole came into this game hitting at .327 with a .441 on base percentage, 4 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Pitch up and away, 1-1.
Right, going back to what you said, first walk of the game, that is another sign that the K to strikeout ratio, strikeout to walk ratio, excuse me, is one of the most important stats when it comes to winning and losing. And I mean, with one walk here in the seventh inning.
You got it, eighth?
Oh, eighth, no, yeah. I'm all over the place tonight.
You got it.
That is a telltale sign of how the Steamers are struggling to put up runs this inning. But as crazy as it sounds, they had 0 walks last night.
Wow.
And they put up 9 runs.
Wow.
So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, or last night was a fluke. I like to go with the last night was a fluke, but quite the stat last night when I was looking it over.
Yeesh. That one surprises me with the lack of walks, but still with the success. Cole ahead 3-1 in the count, and the pitch to him, he chops foul. 3-2. Another one that could be on the verge of a walk, but that is staggering. Last night, of course, benefiting from some errors, from a couple of hit-by pitches, so something's breaking their way that certainly helped offensive, but they put the ball in play. That's what we talked about. The payoff pitch is flown to right field. Right field giving chase down the line towards the corner, and that one is foul. Another long fly ball that counts for nothing.
Yeah, Hunter Cole's, that's the third long fly ball from Hunter Cole tonight. He's seeing it well. Just getting a tad unlucky. Got to straighten it out a tad as well.
One close to people closing out their tabs. Beer garden. Full count pitch is swung on and missed. A breaking ball outside and in the dirt. Cole struck out. There is one away. Anthony Stalin coming to bat, 1 for 3.
And the Sharks are kind enough to give us some improv walk-up songs for some of the Steamers.
Very dance themed. They're trying to like.
It's getting me fired up tonight, I'm not going to lie.
First pitch to Stalin. That one just jammed up and to the right side of the infield. It's going to work out for him. He's going to get on base, put 2 on with 1 out. Just popped that ball into the air, landed in as much of no man's land in the infield as you can find in the infield.
Well, he didn't pop it up too high, and that's the second type of weird nub hit in between the pitcher and second baseman that Stalin's going to reach on. They knew he was fast from when he previously did it earlier in the game, and so they were rushing a little bit and led to a bobble, and counts as a base knock for Anthony Stalin, his second.
That ball also was more close to second base than the first baseman originally gauged. Ian Jenkins hits this one to left field. Green light for Hama coming around third. The throw from the left fielder is going to go over the catcher, bounce off the backstop, and now Stalin's going to try and make something of it as it rolls to third. Stalin diving in. He's safe. The Steamers put 2 on the board on a base hit from Ian Jenkins. It's now 11-4.
Well, that was a weird type of play. Ian Jenkins smokes it under the glove of Alonso. Couldn't quite make his second diving play of the day. And a crazy airmail ricochets off the wooden brick backstop, excuse me, and Stalin heads up, hustles in a home. A lot of moving parts in that type of play, and the Steamers will benefit for 2 runs.
Meanwhile, Jenkins ends up on third. So the throw from the left fielder Strong arm goes over the catcher, hits off the backstop, hits off the brick part of the backstop, kicks down the line towards third base, allows Stalin to come in and score after Hama, as Pernetti swings and misses at the first pitch here in his at-bat. Pernetti 1 for 3, base hit, came around to score in the second, fly out, and a strikeout. Fun turn of events for the Steamers.
A little action in the 8th. Why not?
Breaking ball in there to Pernetti, 0-2 now. Jackson hip, awaiting on the on-deck circle. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. They are 2 away. Hip, thus far 0 for 3. Pair of strikeouts and a ground out. Hip has driven in 5 this summer, has a duck awaiting on third base. He cuts on and misses the first pitch. 0-1. Jenkins over on third making small talk with Alonso. Hip swings and misses at the 0-1, 0-2.
Definitely a lot of small talk going on at third base today. Alonso is a big personality, big talker, like a lot of other Steamers are. So, not too hard for him to make friends over there at third base.
No one would ever accuse this team of being quiet. The 0-2 to Hip. Attempt a backdoor on a breaking ball. Left at the doorstep. 1-2.
The Shark Tank's getting a little anxious this late at night. They want to see this fireworks show sooner rather than later.
And the 1-2 is hit into right field. Right fielder stepping in and making the catch. To retire the side, Ian Jenkins stranded at third, but he does bring 2 home. As the Steamers put a chink in the armor of the Sharks, holding on to an 11-4 lead as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. It is the bottom of the 8th inning from Wilmington, North Carolina. Almost time to get on the road. When you want to get on the road, we want to tell you about Venture Tours. Venture Tours is excited to announce the return of their Atlantic City Casino day trips. You don't have to break your piggy bank to visit Atlantic City for the day. Tickets are $85. You must be 21 years or older to participate. The trip includes $35 in free slot play at Resorts Casino. These Saturday trips offer exciting escorted trips where you can ride in comfort and luxury. If you are interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. Venture is the official travel partner of the Steamers for the 2021 season. Aiden Kuehl on the mound now for the Steamers.
The Roanoke product.
It's the right-hander from Roanoke getting a swing and a miss. His first pitch. First pitch being delivered to Norman Kelly.
Now, cool fun fact about Aiden Kuehl is he was a Tidewater driller last year in the league against the Steamers, and so he has plenty of experience.
There's a bunt down the third baseline. Hama going to field it, and the throw to first goes out of Pernetti's glove. Hama, a real incredible effort, running up the third baseline on a hard hit bunt down the line, throwing on the run, and I would venture to say he had him beat at first.
The ball just popped out of Pernetti's glove there. Nice quick throw by Hama. But going back to Aiden Kuehl and the Tidewater Drillers, he has plenty of experience against Alan Alonso, the cleanup hitter for these Sharks. And so he knows how to really work with him, and this could be an interesting matchup, having Alonso faced Kuehl a multitude of times, because Kuehl was the ace, really, for the Tidewater Drillers last season.
When is the part okay where I say he kind of disrupted the Steamers' playoff run last year?
Yeah, I mean, that's a soft spot still, where in the first round of playoffs, Aiden Kuehl took the mound and shut down the ridiculous Steamer offense. And they end up losing, and the Steamers were shocked, upset in the first round of the Tidewater playoffs last year.
Now that I got that out of the way, Kuehl's ahead 0-2.
That was tough to get off my chest, but I'm glad we addressed it.
I might have broken Adam a little bit, but Kuehl ahead 0-2. Donald Hansis had the home run in the first. 2 for 4. Runner goes. He fouls this one back. That solo home run opened the score, and Steamers would take a 2-1 lead in the second inning. Then it was
An all for naught.
Yes, 10 unanswered for the Sharks. Steamers able to get 2 back in the top half of this inning.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't really come down to the game per se when the Steamers are up to bat. It's just more about getting better and working on yourself individually and kind of working on getting better at something small. You saw Hip has had a tough night, but Hip had a really, really good at-bat. Smoked that ball to right field on 2 strikes on a curveball. So he's starting to see it better, and that's the type of confidence you need to take into the games against Tarboro or Greenbrier, and it goes a long way. Doesn't necessarily impact today, but it's a long season.
0-2 fouled on the left field side. Hama trying to reach and make the catch over the fence from third base. He went down the left field line in foul territory and just made the grab along the fence. He's getting cheers from the other side. Made a throw all the way across to first base, runner back safely. He wasn't moving too much.
You know it's special when the opposing team cheers for you. Got right up in their grill, right up in their section. Over the wall catch with some flair. Brian Hama going out with a bang.
The middle infielder playing third base as a lot of the Steamers get a chance to try out their hand at third base as shuffling on deck continues for this team. Throw over to first, not in time. Kuehl's had a couple of throws over to keep Kelly honest over there. But he has done a good job tonight. Man in the hot corner. Pitch to Alonso, cut on a miss, runner going, no throw. And Kelly has second base. And they were not kidding when we showed up today and told us that this team likes to run.
Yeah, even in late in games when you're up big, they still like to push the issue and put the pressure on the defense. Some coaches have a problem with you stealing when they're up big in the late innings, but I don't know, I've always been the guy where no lead is truly safe, and if you have a chance to go and the pitcher isn't holding you on, then be my guest. You can take your base.
Goes 1-1 and is popped foul. First base side over the grandstand. Man looks over the grandstand. Now, if you look over the grandstand, I don't know if they're concerned about a car.
Don't forget to call Novus Flash.
It sounds like there was a car hit. Concern. Gotta love picking up advertising on someone else's bill. Broken windshield.
They got you right where they want you, right there.
And they do. Jules 1-2. Up and in. 2-2. Alonso against his former team. An RBI double came around to score in the fourth. 1 for 4 otherwise. Jules 2-2. In there for a called third strike. 2 away.
Well, advantage Kuehl,
First baseman, Ryan.
knowing Alonso's tendencies, and that's a good pitch there by Kuehl to sit Alonso down.
Ryan Calvert. Pair of singles. Getting another opportunity. 2 for 4. Come around to score twice as well. Reach on a drop third in the fourth. First pitch to him. Missing. Outside 1-0. Steamers' last chance will be Hare, Bisharat, and Kay if it all stays the same. Ground ball into that Steamers dugout. I don't know who made the play, but that ball was fielded cleanly in the dugout by someone.
And Kelly over there at second is happy feet. You see he's making a lot of shuffles and I think trying to get under the skin of Kuehl, but Kuehl is, no pun intended, but cool, calm, and collected.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
So I've been waiting to use that all season.
I'm glad you got a chance to use that. Quality effort there. Yeah, you didn't force it.
Yeah, I mean, and as corny as it sounds, I'm definitely going to use it in the future. Anytime he tries to fit, anytime he pitches, I'm going to try and fit it in there. So, bear with me. I'd like to get myself to chuckle here and there.
1-2, runner goes, and it's fouled. Third base side, over the dugout of the Sharks. We'll do it all over again. I really wish I had the identity of whoever made that play in the dugout. Still not over it. Kuehl looking back at second. Coming home. This one grounded. First base. Pernetti fields it cleanly, hustling over the bag. He'll take it himself. And that will wrap up the 8th inning. Sharks still in command. 11-4. Steamers' last gasp coming up when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Shark Tank. And no, we're not talking about where you can find Mark Cuban on TV.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I know. That's they got me to sign up for the trip thinking I was gonna get to sit in and offer a pitch to the Sharks.
Yeah, it's kind of a scam. I think we do well offering a pitch as a play-by-play and color commentary guy.
Yeah, there's absolutely something we could do in terms of, and now you can do that again. Name, image, likeness. You know, you can make money now on all that stuff. So there's something definitely we could do. But regardless, inside the Shark Tank, Buck Hardy Field, Steamers one last shot in this ninth inning. Casey Hare getting the party started. He'll pop it up into left field. Left fielder taking the step in and now making the catch. And there is one away. Trailing 11-2-4. Fireworks coming up here
Fireworks.
in Wilmington. Had fireworks last night apparently as well.
Oh,
So back-to-back nights. Back-to-back nights the Steamers watching fireworks.
getting used to it.
A great display last evening at historic Hicks Field. I was actually able to watch and enjoy. You know, the first fireworks show was beginning of the season. I was, a little nervous, trying to break everything down, get used to the job. As Jacob Bisharot comes to bat, takes the ball outside, 1-0.
Yeah, are you cool, calm, and collected like Aiden Cool?
I am.
Cool.
I am very, very collected. Enjoyed it last night.
Yeah, they did a really good job last night. I wonder if the Sharks can rival the Steamers in that regard.
1-0, up and in, 2-0, and I'm excited to see it here as well, and then break everything down, make the trip home. Day off tomorrow. Carolina Pirates come to town on Monday. The 2-0, missing, 3-0. Bisharot doubled a home run in the second, pair of strikeouts otherwise, 1 for 3. And 3-0 to him. And therefore strike 3 and 1. But if you want to catch fireworks at historic Hicks Field, you haven't missed out on all the fireworks shows. There's one more. Wednesday, July 28th is the final fireworks show of the season as
One more
Bisharot
chance.
swings and misses. Yes, one more chance. Be appreciating our fans that evening. The regular season finale.
The Steamer fan base is easily the best in the North Carolina area.
Absolutely electric. I still can't remember. I've watched the video of the last out at least 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, that was
Last
pretty
night.
exciting stuff last night. Michael Allen Kate did a great job coming in, getting the save.
Full count offering missing barely, but enough to get Bisharot on board. And I don't think we have Mike that can pick up from behind home plate, but we heard it. Man yelling from behind the plate, I want to see the fireworks, let's go ref.
Well, the problem with that is it's not a ref, it's an ump.
Right,
So that's strike one.
strike 1.
Strike 2 is the ball was well up out of the zone. So I don't really know where he's trying to get out there.
Ryan Kay fouling one back to start his at bat. So he's down 0-1, and I think it's okay. The umps have called a pretty good game here.
Yeah,
This
not
evening.
not much from the Steamer dugout or the Shark tank
Yes.
or Shark dugout.
It's a 2-person crew, which can always be,
Stressful.
yes, and interesting to see how that works. Here 1 is lifted to left field. This one going back. They're going to watch it kiss that ball goodbye. A 2-run home run for Ryan Kay. Cuts into this lead in the ninth. It's now 11-6.
Well, that'll do a big thing for Ryan Kay's confidence heading into this next week. Like I said earlier, these at-bats are important, even if the game is kind of out of reach. It was a great job by Ryan Kay with a good at-bat, and he absolutely torched that ball over the net that's over the fence. That ball must have traveled at least 375 feet.
That's that one to left center. Absolutely smoked. The netting here in Wilmington is higher than the Teal Monster, and it went over that. There's a fence, there's a net, as Brian Hama takes a strike 0-1.
And now Brian Hama gets his last at-bat.
Yes. See him back in a couple weeks. The 0-1 to him. Cuts on and miss, 0-2.
Man, nasty curveball there. Crowd loving it.
And the 0-2. Swing and miss, that ball. Getting away, the throw down to first in time. And there are 2 away.
Right fielder from Randolph Macon, Hunter Cole.
Hunter Cole, 1 for 4. Pair of long flyouts, a strikeout, and a hit. And also in that strikeout had a long foul ball to right field.
And Hunter Cole has an opportunity to make this day a great day, or a not so great day. The difference between 1 for 5 and 2 for 5 in baseball is the biggest difference of them all. So Hunter Cole's got that opportunity here thanks to Ryan Kay's long ball.
The 1-0 to Cole is lined down the right field line and just foul. Steamers bullpen pitchers able to field that one. I believe that's Daniel Brandon
Scotty too hotty.
making the play. And Hunter Cole might have broken his bat. They're switching it out at least, and I know that is much to the dismay of our general manager Tyler Russell somewhere around here.
Going through a lot of bats this year.
I know. I can feel his stress level rising. The 1-1, swing and a miss, ball bouncing in, 1-2.
And there's one more strike and then fireworks unless Hunter Cole has something to say about that.
So we'll be wrapping up this broadcast quickly, just like last night. No post-game report due to the fireworks. We are right near where they're going to launch them as the 1-2 is in there for a call at third strike. The Sharks win this game 11-6 over the Steamers. Cole didn't like the call. Clams drop 1 on the road, fall to 9-8 on the season for the Sharks. They win a non-league game, get their 20th victory of the season. They are now 20-13 overall. A solo home run in the first got the Sharks on the board. Steamers answered with 2 in the second, and from there it was 10 unanswered from the Sharks to make it 11-2. By the time we got to the 7th inning, Steamers tag on a pair of runs in the 8th and the 9th. Final score 11-6. Adam, your takeaways after a tough one in Wilmington.
Comes out to the strikeout to walk ratio. 2 walks, not going to cut it for the Steamer offense. And they struck out a lot tonight and were not able to put the ball in play like they did against the Greenbrier Knights last night. And that ultimately was the difference. Got to give credit to the Sharks. They hit the ball hard. A big home run to set the tone early, and then just a lot of loud contact here and there. I mean, they're a good offense. You got to tip your cap to them, and their pitching, the Shark pitching did the rest of the job.
Absolutely a good night for Wilmington. Their fans will get to enjoy some fireworks here at the Shark Tank. Steamers will be back here in 2 weeks to play the Sharks one more time, and then they will play them at home in 2.5 weeks. That's all we got from Wilmington, North Carolina. Again, no post-game report. This is the extent of what you're getting because the fireworks are going to go on behind us. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Steamers YouTube channel. For Adam Fine, I'm Ray Dunn. Clams dropped this one 11-6, the final score. They're back at it on Monday against the Carolina Pirates.